Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Yes, yes. Let's jump right into it, guys. Lies, and more lies. I guess we'll talk about this Thursday again. Welcome to the Baby O Shenanigans Thursday, where we discuss Baby O situations. Now, all jokes aside, on Thursday we try to focus more on the Diddy trial, Diddy situations, Diddy stories, basically to focus and separate this storyline from the other storylines we cover here on our channel. Today, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about the latest cases of Diddy. There have been two new cases filed, lawsuits against him, crazy lawsuits, and we'll have a video to describe what is that's about. And we're also going to talk about Ray J, because Ray J has been talking a lot lately, and he's been talking to Nicki Minaj. That was a very interesting topic. That will be the first topic we'll cover today. RJ.
Yeah. I really love doing the Diddy shows. These type of shows, at least not.
Yo, whoa. Nah, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, man, but it's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be a very amusing show. Really looking forward to this one, guys. For those of you, I mean, we keep doing it because we see that you like it. So whatever you do or whatever you don't do, remember in any case to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. Remember as well to like the video, share it, and most importantly, comment, because we highlight the best comments. And you will see if you have the hottest take in this show, your comment will be mentioned in a future show. That being said, KR, let's start the shenanigans.
Let's start with the shenanigans. Imagine being at a Diddy party, watching the elections, and this is the last thing you see. Anyway, guys, let's start the show. Wake up and the Democrats lost. Anyway, and all your friends who supported the candidate also lost. Anyway, yes, we're gonna cover Ray J and Nicki Minaj, where they discuss baby oil and Diddy, and actually the fact that Ray J was attacked, apparently, by one of Diddy's sons. So he was ran up on in Cali, where
KR.
big blood Ray J rules. Can you imagine that? The gall of these kids.
Yeah. It's let's just start. I'll leave it for the middle. Yes, please.
Okay. Let's look at. By the way, slowly but surely, Ray J is turning into Orlando Brown in front of our eyes. He's taking Orlando Brown's stick and turning it into his stick, but then with Diddy. Let's take a look at what he had to say with Miss Minaj, aka Nicki. Fair use. They were on IG.
You said you weren't there, but you knew. And then you kept being around?
No. What I was saying when I said that assets is being taken had nothing to do with that. Assets is being taken since the 90s.
Do you think that's funny?
That's what I asked him. I said, do y'all think this shit is funny?
Who did you ask that?
I said the world. When I said, y'all think I'm going to come out with Ray White jelly? I said, y'all think this shit funny?
What the fuck is you talking?
I don't like baby oil. That's what I told him.
So they tried to pour baby oil on you?
No, said that people joking too much about this bad thing that's happening, and then I said, should I come out with
And
Ray
you
White
seem like
jelly?
you're joking about it.
I'm promised. I said,
When there are several people traumatized from what I can, and I don't know anything to be proven true, but I'm just saying, people
yes,
who
we're
are
saying the same thing. Yes, I'm just saying that. I guess
Ray
obviously a
White
little bit.
jelly.
I said, if I said that, would that be funny?
You said you weren't there, but was you just fighting people in the club?
No, I was being a better person in the club, and I want to always be the better person.
Were you just fighting in the club? Yes or no? I don't want.
No, we didn't have a fight. We had a big argument right outside the club.
And who started it?
This time, I think I got loud and got aggressive, but it was the third time this happened. And so I felt like I needed to stand up for myself. Even though I was talking shit and we was having a lot of crazy words, I was walking that way to avoid the issue. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And that's what happened. And it's unfortunate, but what's dope is that we all got on the phone. We talked for about 35 minutes.
You don't care.
You don't care about the piece
Listen,
about it?
at what point? So you saying someone approached you, and was you just fighting people?
These are the first two clips. We're gonna cover a couple of them. RJ,
What I like about Ray J is that he doesn't, at least in this case, he's not meeting the hostility with hostility. Nicki is being Nicki, talking, that's how she talks.
yeah, very aggressive, very New Yorkish.
Very New Yorkish. And usually what people do is you see people, they shrink, right? Ray J just stays the same. Just
Big blood Ray J, man. It's big blood Ray J. He stands on business.
yeah. You don't wanna hear about the peace? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? I'm trying to keep the peace around here, man. People are already running up on me. Yeah, but according to the story, I also follow Whack 100. He was talking about the fact that Ray was ran up on by Diddy's, I think, 3 sons or 2 of the 3, and a couple of other people along Big Blood, Briss Breezy, came up and showed up for Ray J and protected him. So yeah, I mean, people out there getting ran up on by Diddy's sons. It's crazy. RJ.
So are you saying, let's be clear. Are you saying that the sons, so 3 sons, usually there are 3 sons that are everywhere, right? Those sons are now running up on people?
It's been confirmed by multiple people multiple people involved in the altercation. More like they tried to press Ray J and Cali. And Chris Brown came forward to protect the guy. They were talking.
Chris Brown did.
Big blood, man. Big blood, Chris Brown. Keep it, say it correctly. Big blood, Chris Brown.
I'm trying to figure out, how do they run up on people? Like,
they were trying to confront him. They tried to confront him. He talks about the Diddy case. So I guess I cannot show my face in New York nor Cali for the upcoming year, because they might see me and recognize us.
Okay.
You can Google it. Why you? I mean, it's crazy. They're running up on people. They're really running up on people talking about their dad. You can Google WAC 100 Ray J Diddy sons. You'll find it.
Okay. So my
So
question,
I might have to start doing this show with the shiesty, so they know that they cannot run up on me.
okay.
Now, this is the
I guess
lawyer. Look at
my
how he
question
responds.
is, I'm trying to figure out, how are they running up on people? I guess that's my main thing.
You're putting my life in danger, my man. You're putting my life in danger for real, for real. Hey, yo,
Look at it.
look at this. Oh, he's looking him on the shoulder. Oh, the back. The shoulder block. Oh, look at that form. You can see the karate kid. Oh, big karate kid coming up here. Look at him. Look at that kid. Oh, shoulder block. Oh man, you're putting my life in danger, man. You're really putting my life in, and now I can really show up. Now I really can show my face in Cali, or in New York, or in Miami. They're gonna run up on me. Thank you, RJ. Thank you. Now I need to walk. I need to start hiring bodyguards now to protect me from Diddy's sons.
Yeah.
3 versus 1. I still don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro.
Can I put these bodyguards on double thought step? Because at least this ain't coming out of my own pockets. I'm gonna put this out of my own pockets. I'm sorry, RJ. I'm sorry. This is on you.
We have to budget it.
Huh?
We need to budget it.
We need to budget it. Well, I think we got to start with a small bodyguard there. Maybe we have to find a midget bodyguard to protect us. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give him a big blicky then.
Yeah.
It has to be in balance. Midget with a big blicky.
Yeah.
Anyway, now all jokes aside, he was getting ran up on, and they protected him. So let's continue watching what Ray J had to say about these situations, man.
In the club, third time y'all been having this argument. What was y'all arguing about?
Comments that I was making on my show, on my
Oh, you
news
got
show.
a show?
I mean, I'm on the news now. I'm a news anchor.
What?
I'm a news anchor. Yep, I'm on the news.
No, what the fuck to do with yourself, huh?
No, I'm having a good time.
You're not.
I am, Nicki. I'm having like
good
what?
is a word you.
I'm having a great time. I'm alive.
Amen.
You taught me that. You did.
Yo, this is crazy. Yo.
Third time y'all been having.
He's trying to stay in character, but he barely can make it. He barely makes it. Let's continue. You have something to say?
No, I'm good. Let's continue.
Next one.
Stop. If you over cockied yourself.
That's crazy. That might be the pause of the year. That might be a whirlwind.
And the fact that you think all of this is funny when there is when there's an issue right now with down low men because they have wives and you know, innocent people who simply want to just know the truth.
Well, I said it. Asses is being taken in ways that can't nobody explain. They being manipulated. Yeah. And right now they saying people in the church doing it. And like I said on the news, I can't even turn cheek to cheek because if somebody hit me, all I'm thinking about is butt cheeks.
Yo. Nigga, what the heck is he talking about? This is literally what Orlando Brown does. You will watch his interview. That stuff will go all the way left field.
Yeah.
Yo, where did I lose I lost the thread of the whole conversation. Man's talking about cheek to cheek. Where are we going, my man? Oh, where the heck are we going? Anything else to say?
No, man. He's trolling.
Trolling the hell out of me. Oh man, let's continue.
You know, it's not okay. Hey. So that's what I've been talking about. So yeah, I'm an advocate. Nicki, like for real, it's getting out of control. Asses are being manipulated without their consent.
Yo, what the heck is he talking
And
about?
how long were you around for its
Well,
present?
of course, I wasn't there when
Oh,
it was actually.
you was never there?
No, I wasn't. What I'm saying is, I've never been in a room where an ass was being manipulated. But I know for a fact that these things are happening because of all the things that people are going through, even in the gay agency. Like, there's so many stories that they can go through about. Look at the
No, we don't want to
Menendez
know about
brothers.
the agency, sweetheart.
But look at the
Sweetheart,
Menendez brothers. They asked.
I will X this box immediately.
So I'm not gonna say nothing
I
but
will
about
X
just.
the box immediately, okay?
I'm not gonna talk about nobody's ass, just asses in general.
That's why
KaiR.
If-
What's the gay agency? What is it?
I've heard him talk about this a couple of times because I've seen a couple of interviews of him lately to get a clear view of where is he heading with his trolling.
Yeah.
That's why I had the conclusion that he's trying to copy Orlando Brown. It seems like the gay agency is like a agency that he has created of only gay people and trans women.
Okay. Who
So
created that?
he's part of that. He's one of the, I think he's part of the founders of that agency.
Okay. But that's like a modeling agency, actors, something like
I
that.
think you can book people through that agency.
Okay. So he has a business model as well.
He's manipulating asses.
Yo.
Not against their will, but anyway, fair use. Let's continue. Yeah, that's what he's running right now. He did an interview with Funny Marco and Orlando Brown, and that's where he also mentioned that's a crazy one, by the way. Them three together.
Yeah.
I was watching it at a certain point. I was like, why
I
am
can
I?
imagine that it's very dry humor.
I was watching. I was like, why am I continuing watching this stuff? Why am I still watching it? It's like a train crash, but you just keep watching it. And I think it was three parts or two parts at least. I watched the first two, and then I was like, okay, it's enough now. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a train crash, train wreck, actually.
if you tries to be funny again, you see, that's not your anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Who? What you're like
Hi, Big
right
Frida.
now?
Hmm?
If you knew, you said you weren't there, but you knew, and then you kept being around.
No. What I was saying when I said that asses is being taken had nothing to do with that. Asses is being taken since the 90s. That thing that's happening, and then I said, should I come out with
And
Ray
you
White
seem like
jelly?
you're joking about it.
I'm promised. I said,
When there are several people
We watch this one already.
traumatized from what I had.
it comes to shit now. I'm on the news.
What were Puppy's children saying to you?
They was just upset about everything, you know, and like they had
Upset
every
about
right to be, but
what?
upset about asses is being taken.
It's almost giving Orlando, sweetheart. And I don't know
I promise
if
you.
that's like if that's what you were trying to give.
I swear to God, it's not giving Orlando
Because
because
it's,
I just
you know,
did it. I just did it.
I know you wouldn't get on here and
I
disrespect yourself.
promise you. I just did a one-on-one with
Even though I
Orlando.
love Orlando, but I'm just saying that I would hope you're not trying to act like him.
Orlando's on drugs.
Are you?
Absolutely not.
Do you drink?
Absolutely, I'm drinking them.
Well, sweetheart, the fuck does it matter then?
No. Meaning like, you know, everybody drink. Everybody's drinking here.
Everyone doesn't drink.
You don't drink, Nicki?
No. Mind
I
your
smoke
business.
when it comes to shit now.
What were y'all arguing about yesterday? That would tell me what I need to know.
What we was arguing about yesterday is that they tried to fight me before in a hotel. They said, Justin said, let's take a fade. I don't like what you're talking about with my pops. Respectfully,
CBJ is now. CBJ is saying, "Yo, CBJ, I can't add anyone for some reason. Instagram won't ever let me add anyone, and when
nah,
I try
CBJ
to,
got
it
into it
says
with the
that
homie
I'm
Wack.
adding them as a moderator. So, yeah.
I don't want to. I
And
don't want
now,
this.
Soldier Boy, can you undo yourself as a moderator, please?
Pause.
Hmm.
No, nothing. Nothing. I don't know where that came from. I'm
What
sorry.
you said?
Nothing.
What were y'all arguing about? Yes.
That thing that's happening, and then I said, should I?
Yeah. So basically,
Can you undo yourself? Pause.
yeah, that's crazy. Oh man, there was a part I can't find it right now, but there was also a part. Maybe it's part of the longer version of the clips we partially saw, where she was asking him uh, uh, uh something about coming out of the closet or something. I was like, what? Where are we going? At a certain point, it seems like Nicki tried to start trolling him again, slightly, not totally. So hey man, it seems like people are turning this whole Diddy saga into a money making machine, and he's right now acting as a correspondent, a anchor, news anchor relating to this Diddy thing, and that's why it probably why the Suns ran up on him, talking about all these taking of asses and manipulation, and that's crazy. If you describe that whole situation as a manipulation, I mean, you're taking it to the next level. RJ.
Yeah, he's. What I like about him is I saw like fragments of him on Club Shay Shay as well, but he's just doesn't care, right? So he takes a position. No, let me use a different formulation. for this.
Since we don't use that word anymore. Yo, that's a wild one.
So what he does is he doesn't back down, right? So
Yeah.
he started trolling, he kept on trolling, and he was doing it in a very plausible deniability esque way. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's very amusing. I have to say, Nicki is Nicki as well. That's her brand. She always talks like that. At least on every show I saw her. She's very dominant. Um, but I think she's also she's with the right person, talking with the right person. It can be a very entertaining conversation.
Yeah, I mean, she has her own podcast, right? Where, well, she's very entertaining sometimes when she's ranting.
Never
So
saw, never saw the podcast.
I haven't seen it either. I've heard it a couple of times, and only parts of those. But
Okay.
anyway, anything else to add about this? All these manipulations happening in the industry.
Let's just say I learned two new words today. One of them I wish I didn't know. That's all.
Now, guys, we want to hear from you, our viewers, what you think about this topic. Do you think Ray J was telling the truth about all the things that are happening behind the scenes? Was Nicki right to ask him whether he was joking or not? And is this actually really funny or is it not? Do you believe he was involved in some manipulation at Diddy parties? Hey, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll be picking the best one to feature in one of our future videos. So make sure to share your hottest take, RJ.
Yes, we will be highlighting some of the best comments in our next video. So if you have a hot take, please let us know. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching. Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section below. Guys, it's very important that you subscribe. We always say it. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Uh, with that being said, KR, let's move to the next segment of today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The next segment of the day is the comment of the week. As we always say, the best comment will be featured in one of our future videos. And we have here one of our comments on. I think this is from our clips channel. Yeah, this is from our clips channel. Um, where we actually it's not the clips channel. It's the main channel. I see here. It's the failed getaway story from Lil Durk. We covered Lil Durk as well. That was a crazy story by itself. He's still in custody of the police. And Lamont Coker, Coker. Let me zoom in a little bit. Lamont Coker said the following: I don't feel sorry for him, not one bit. Dude doing life or death penalty. Cali don't play. Yeah, Cali don't play about this. It's gonna be very interesting, this whole situation with Lil Durk, because of course people are assuming because Fonnie Willis will drop the ball on uh, um, truly humble under God, that they will drop the ball on Lil Durk. But the problem is Lil Durk is facing the feds and not incompetent Atlanta DA office.
Yeah.
It's a, that's different levels. These are different levels. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the feds also want to talk, but I think they jumped the gun on in Atlanta and screwed everything up for the feds, whatever they wanted to do relating to this situation.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh, you have something to say about this comment, RJ?
No, not. Well, all I want to say is thank you for commenting first and foremost. I don't think a lot of people don't feel sorry for him. So, but hey, at the end of the day, here on the Double Touch Show, and I think I can speak for KR when I say, hey, if you did it, then you'll get what's coming to you, and if you didn't, if he did it, then he should get it, and if he didn't, then he shouldn't. I mean, that's
Yeah, I mean that's how we roll around here. Objectivism. A bit of objectivism out here. We don't choose a side. We lead towards the evidence. RJ. So next topic. So the next section, actually, will be the Reddit story. You always have a great Reddit story for us on with a commonplace situation, and maybe this time we have a really interesting one. I don't know. You always have these crazy stories. On Monday, we talked about a wife, a husband running out of court when when he had to give his victim
statement.
testimony, victim statement. And today, what do you have for us today? Let me know.
Yeah, thanks, KR. Today's episode, we're gonna talk about possibly one of the worst dates, at least according to this female. Um, details worst date of her life that saw her crush asking to split a $20 bill and to hook up in in a parking lot.
This is crazy.
A woman has recalled. This is, by the way, from the Daily News. Shout out to the Daily News. A woman has recalled the worst date of her life that saw her crush asking to split a $20 bill and left her wanting to take a break from the romantic scene. The unnamed 21-year-old took to Reddit to detail the disastrous date that saw her going out with a 24-year-old. In a thread titled Dating, she admitted that she had recently been ghosted, which is a term used when someone cuts off communication abruptly, by a guy she really liked. She noted that she wanted to put herself back out there and try again dating in hopes she would meet her perfect match. However, she was turned off after her date asked her to split the bill before begging her, oof, the B word, KR, begging her to hook up in the back of a parking lot. Story goes as follows. So this is the Reddit post. I went out with a guy on a date tonight, and I think it's been the worst date of my life. We meet at a Spanish tapas restaurant that he recommended, and we ordered 2 tapas plates, both about $12 each. And he complains about the prices. To my knowledge, tapas is like dim sum, where you're supposed to order a few dishes and share. When the bill comes, he just stares at it and then stares at me for a while. Then says, quote, "Do you want to split the bill?" End quote. I said sure, but was kind of put by put off by it. Off put by it. Eh, put off by it. I think at least for the first date, the person that asks whether that be a guy or girl should pay, and then it should flip flop after that. I have also never been asked to split the bill by a guy, especially on a $24 bill, so I was just put off. He then says he's still hungry and that we should go somewhere else. So we find a Mexican restaurant a few doors down and we go and order food. Pay at the counter type of place, so we both order separately. After talking and eating, after talking and eating, I'm kind of full, so I only ate half of my second taco. And as I start putting my food together to throw it away, he asks if he can finish my half-eaten taco. I honestly find that disgusting. Oh, so she started eating it. Okay. So
Yeah,
as we're walking back to my car, he says, quote, "I'm just gonna be blunt. I think you're really cute. Would you want to go to my car and find a place to hook up?" End quote. At this point, I want to run for the hills. I say no point blank. I then offer to drive him to his car because it's way further than mine and it's 35 degrees outside. During the car ride, we talk about how we like the food, and out of nowhere, he goes, "Are you a virgin?" I kind of deflect, but he then asks, "Would you be open to hook up? We can go to the back of
Of what, RJ?
Whole Foods."
Hang yourself, dude. Come on, man. What are we doing? Is he 12 years old? Well, how old was he again?
24, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like, sir, what the actual F is wrong with
Oh my god.
I just got ghosted. I just got ghosted by a guy I really like and wanted to move on with a good date. But I think I might just take a break for a while. I hate dating.
Oh man.
KR, your reaction.
Bro, this is what broke dating does to you. This man is trying to broke date. You can't do that, bro. This is crazy. I think this this is even worse than I thought. This is crazy. This is first of all, he split a $24 bill. That's a $24 bill. You can't even put up $24. But that's that's not the point.
Then go to a separate another
Oh,
restaurant,
this is why this is and then
pay separately.
separately, and then he wants to also. So he wants, think about this.
The
Think
rest
about
of
this.
her.
We talked about this in the past, Archie. We talked about this in the past. Guys want to sleep with women that cost less than a hook. He wanted to sleep with her, spending $12, or maybe let's say I don't know how much they spent on the Mexican dollar part.
He
But
didn't spend anything on her.
he
Actually.
didn't buy. Well,
Anything. They
no,
split it.
yes, that's true. So he yeah, this is crazy. Oh man, this is crazy. You gotta be very. This is
What do you always say, KR? It's never free.
It's never free. So that's one thing you got to take into consideration. You don't want to, a lot of people want to, this is like the return on investment thing, right? If you're broke, you want the return on investment as soon as possible. That's why I always think it's weird when people go on dates and they want to hook up on the first date right away, because it's like desperation. It gives off sometimes very desperation vibes, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is crazy. You split the bill, every bill, and you don't build rapport. First of all, but going to a restaurant is not the best date possible. There are better ways to build rapport. Uh, Dating, going to restaurants, maybe that's second date stuff, maybe third date. You don't go on the first date on the to a restaurant, because first of all, people got when you're. I'm not gonna. Should I give? I don't know if I should give some game.
Short.
Food. You shouldn't. She's gonna fill up her belly. She's not gonna have.
Well, she can. She can.
She can, but I mean, you gotta.
But then
Yeah,
it's also
handle it.
important to see what kind of food, right? So if it's like going to you go, for example, to a movie, you usually eat like
Popcorn. Yeah.
yeah, popcorn, or you eat a hot dog or burger, nachos, whatever. You eat it at the beginning of the movie. So 2 hours later, it's
Yeah.
digested.
It's yeah. Unless she's been eating your popcorn during the. Oh, not the hot dog. I said popcorn. I want to say hot dog. No, but hey, you guys need to stop broke dating out here. You can't be out here. This is a pandemic out here. Guys broke dating. Stack your money so you can also date. First of all, maybe that's for another show. I'll keep this stuck for another show, because I do think a lot of people get dates misconstrued. A lot of people think this is another thing. When you're dating is not the same as courting. People get those things misconstrued. It's not the same. Dating has more reflective towards uh, um, prostitution than courting. That's you have to be very. People get those things misconstrued. It's not the same. Some women go to dates expecting to be courted, and men go to dates to expecting to get a good deal on a prostitute. That's the mismatch there is a lot of times. And some women also go for food alone. So you have to be very careful who you're picking to go on a date, because the goals don't always align. But this is a crazy story, man. You spend $12 and then you ask her to hook up behind the Whole Foods. Dude, find a. This is crazy. This is crazy. A shame, actually. RJ.
Yeah, I think that I mean they're both young. A $20, a $10, because you're actually paying $10, spending $10 extra on her, 12. I think a $25 bill, if you eat two places, it's not a bad thing.
Jay, you should be able
Not-
to cook for $50.
And it also say KR, to be honest as well. What's the intention, right? So do you really want to get intimate on the first date? If that's your primary goal, then so not to say that it's good or bad, but if that's the primary goal, then
Then you're gambling. This is the
there.
thing, right? You're gambling. You want to hook up on the first date.
But
You're
but as
spending the
as
dollar.
a but as a man as well, you sleep with a woman, um, unless she's like you know, in a whole face with problems in her life,
And
etc.
she
It's gonna
likes
mean something.
and
So
she
you want
likes
that.
you.
What did you say?
And she likes you in that moment.
And she likes you, yeah. She likes you, then usually a woman that doesn't have intention to um A woman that doesn't have intention, no, a woman that's looking for someone serious, like a serious date, goes out with a guy. If he sees that the guy is like cute or attractive, and but she's not really interested in him, she might consider just something casual.
Yeah, that's true.
But she, in the meantime, right? But if she likes you, she would want more.
Yeah. It's it's women brain.
I think his strategy is
What kind of strategy?
that doesn't make.
I want to hear this part. What's his strategy?
I think his strategy is I
Crack
want
out.
I want her to sleep with me without her necessarily liking.
There are better ways to do it than the way he did it, but I'll
So he
be honest.
wanted to be sure. He wanted to. Yeah.
This is crazy. You can't be doing it the way he did it, RJ.
He just wanted to be sure about it.
Bro.
He didn't want to gamble. He wanted to go for the quarterback sneak.
The tush push.
No throwing the ball. You don't want an interception. That's just hang tight. You might
Quarterback for the tush push. This is crazy, man. This guy is, oh man, $12. He spent $12 on food, on his own food actually, not on her food, and then maybe $5 extras on the Mexican, and then he wants to bang behind the hoop. Yo, bro, good luck, man. If you wanna hook up that night, I think dating to hook up is a bad strategy. There are more sure ways to make sure you hook up so your money is well spent. You don't want to spend too much so you don't get finessed on the first date, but then you're gambling with the money you're spending because there's no guarantee that she will hook up on. This is some people are very ass backwards. First of all, I think she's right for not hooking up. The guy is a bum. She'll probably hang around. Maybe she likes him enough. Maybe she won't. I don't think she'll date him after this, but amazing sometimes, RJ. I don't know where you find these stories. This is crazy. This is crazy. You're on mute, by the way. You're on mute.
Sorry, I said let's just say I have a source.
You have a source. This is even crazy than I
With
thought.
life. He has
When
nothing
you
to do with his life, so he's just sitting around. Probably. So he has like a like a job, but he's just sitting there. I don't think it's really working, to be honest.
Are
He's
you
just
are you
maybe-
running this through our editorial team, or
What did you say?
are you running these stories through our editorial team, or do you this is like a left side, another source you have?
This is rogue, completely rogue.
Oh shoot. Maybe we should put him into the editorial team as
Maybe
well.
we should.
Maybe
then,
we should.
But then we have to pay him as well, and then
Oh, that's not good.
let,
We
let's
don't pay
let's get
over
a
here.
bit- let's get monetized first, and
Yeah,
then
that's true. That's
What?
let's get him in as a minor.
let me put it like that's not.
That was not
What
good.
did you just say, man? Oh man, I know you do. I know it. I know you didn't mean what you said, but you did say it though. Oh man.
Like that kind of talk.
Bro, I wanted to say in a small role within the team, maybe as an
I know,
intern.
you
But
wanted
that's
to say- I know you wanted to say minority something, but the problem is you didn't say minority.
Oh man, this is not good at all. I want to say in a minor role in the team, but the only thing that came up was minor. Oh man, as the
KR,
intern.
let's put it like this: we have a solid team right now.
Yeah,
Let's keep the team as it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is not good. Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Are you broke dating out there? Or did you meet your husband broke dating? Or did you meet your baby daddy broke dating? I don't know. Let us know. And how did it work out? Did he got his paper after that? Was he spending paper on you after that? Did you hook up behind Whole Foods after the first date?
KR,
Oh,
you
man.
ask him. You hooked up at the back of Whole Foods. Yeah, I did.
Foods. Well,
Why
but you
did
know what's
you do
even
that?
crazier?
Why did you do that?
You
I
know
don't
what's
know.
even
It
crazier?
just happened
He asked her,
organically.
he asked her, are you a virgin? Bro, what's wrong?
You just
What
say,
good comes from that? Sometimes people don't think about the questions they are asking. What good do you think will come from that question?
but KR, did you hear what I said?
No.
I said, I can see it already. She goes back and tells the story. I hooked up with a guy at the back of Whole Foods. You did what? That's so unlike you. Why did you do that? I don't know. It just happened organically. Oh man. Any case, guys. Um,
Yeah,
and
the
then
eggplants on place.
what did you say?
I said he was handing out eggplants.
Yeah, he was handing out. Yeah. Um, as this is a news article, we don't have the original post was deleted. We don't have the comments, but guys in the comment section and girls in the comment section, please let us know what you think about this story. Do you think that this dude is cheap? Do you think that the woman is?
You can tell her that she's cheap. She didn't hook up for $12. Shout out to her. She knows her. Hey, hey, shout
Do you
out to
think?
her. She knows her worth.
Do you think? Do you think that she's high maintenance? Let us know. Let us know in the comment section. Also, guys, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials and don't forget to subscribe and hit the
Trying to
notification
kill me,
icon so
man.
you stay up to date when we drop new videos. KR. With that being said, we can
Kill
move
me,
to the next segment.
You're really trying to kill me. Oh man. Hey, next segment. Yes, 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 yes. Diddy lawsuits are getting out of hand. Another two lawsuits have been filed last week. Relating to Diddy. Another crazy story. Um, and they keep piling up. These crazy stories. We talked about this the previous show, previous week as well. The Diddy stories are getting very wild. It seems like every lawsuit that's being filed from now on, it seems like it's trying to top the previous ones with even crazier stories. And today we're gonna take a look at these stories, these two new lawsuits again. And yeah, I don't know, my guys. Let us know in the comments what you think about this because it's getting out of hand, man. RJ.
Yeah, the lawsuits are getting out of hand. There are a lot of lawsuits. Um, but hey, it's just a black man being set up by the machine. Uh, Before we proceed, guys, remember, as KR said, at least usually say, we highlight the best comments. So if you have a hot take, please let us know. Let your comment be known. Also, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other social. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon as well, so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. With
Yes.
the housekeeping out of the way, Let's proceed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today we always, like always, I think I like this guy a lot. Maybe we should get him on the show one time. Lawyers for workers. He breaks down, makes great breakdowns, and these are the two lawsuits he's gonna break down for us. Fair use.
It's Monday, so of course you have new Diddy accusers. 2 lawsuits were filed in New York State Court. Let me tell you about one of them. You be the judge. A man claiming in 2008, when he was 17 years old, is auditioning for Making the Band. And it's a 3-day audition. And on all 3 days, day 1, he gets into a room and it's him, Diddy, and Diddy's bodyguard, allegedly. Diddy says, how do you handle situations involving sexual pleasure? And then Diddy allegedly starts groping him and then tells him to undress. And Diddy is allegedly masturbating and saying, I can make or break your career. And then this guy leaves and goes home, comes back the next day. Day 2, Diddy says, oh, you're going to be allegedly, oh, you're going to be a sex idol. And then Diddy forces him to have oral sex and anal sex. And then Diddy says, I control your career. Remember that. They just met. It's a 3-day audition. Day 2, the guy goes home, comes back for day 3. Hasn't called or reported anyone. On day 3, Diddy's bodyguard jumps in and it's a threesome now. And they have a threesome with him. And on his way out, Diddy says, hey, you looked a little uncomfortable. I got my eye on you. You better stay quiet. And the guy stayed quiet until
I guess until now. Like I said, these stories are getting wilder and wilder.
I think it's the story sounds very well. The story sounds unbelievable. Because it's either unbelievable or Diddy's that wild. And my mind cannot begin to comprehend the type of wild you have to be to do that. So for that reason, it sounds unbelievable to me.
Not only that, in front of a a witness, right?
A witness, yeah.
Because he's saying that he did it in front of the bodyguard, and on the 3rd day, the bodyguard jumped in as well. I wonder. I'm just getting questions, right? The first questions I have just by listening and reading shortly about these stories, are these auditions, are these like private auditions? I assume when you're auditioning for that show, there are a lot of people auditioning at the same time. It's not one-on-one, I would think. Second of all, usually there are multiple judges in that first, right? It's only after the pre uh the few fall off, maybe then you have a one-on-one, but even then it's like very weird, this whole situation. Another one is I haven't read the complaint or the whole lawsuit in details. Does he name the bodyguard? Because in that case, if the bodyguard's joining in, what's his name? How does he look like? Stuff like that. Because it's a wild claim. If you're saying that the bodyguard tagged in as well, that means that the bodyguard was also part of the okay, maybe that wasn't the right way to say it, but it's like a tag. What is it? Like a tag team? Come on. He's not all of a sudden the bodyguard thinks, hey, I'm gonna have some fun as well. That is wild, actually, man. And one thing I do know, I'm not sure, but according to the stories of Gene Deal, he try to not have the bodyguards in house when he was doing his thing with other people. So It's a very weird situation. I'm really have a couple of questions about this. Um, but it is wild. You're right about it, man. It's a very wild. Either Diddy is this wild, Diddy and his Diddy and his bodyguards are wild, or this is just made up out of thin air.
Yeah, and if it's on the first day, KR, the first day, you don't know who the person is, you know? So usually you try to ascertain first who a person is.
That's how predators usually work,
Yeah.
right? They assess you like, oh, who's this guy? Can I to use Rage's words? Can I manipulate this guy? Hey, man.
Ray J is crazy.
Yeah, but this is usually that's how predators work. A lot of people think predators jump out of nowhere and try to violate people. They usually, and this is with all types of predators, both humans and animal ones. They hunt they prey first. They follow them, see what they're doing, whether they're scared or not. When someone wants to rob you, they usually don't jump out of nowhere and rob you. They first assess the whole situation, who you are. Are you a tough guy? Are you a big guy? What is the likelihood of him being a thug as well? Would he have a blicky on him? Because hey, it's not good for your health if you're robbing someone who has a blicky on them, because you might get popped. All these things. Predators
Did you
come in
say
different forms.
did you say would he have a blicky on him?
I'm talking about the robbery.
Because I was just about to say, because Woody had the blicky on him. He said it himself.
Woody.
He said it himself.
Lil Woody stays wrapped. Yeah, but like this is what predators come in different forms. Predators come in financials. You have a lot of the stories right now we are focusing a lot on is sexual predators, but you have robbers are actually that's also a way of predatory behavior. And you have different, so you have to assess. They always work in a particular way. They assess their prey first and then they strike. So I do agree with you on that, RJ. That makes like I said, this we talked about this like a couple of shows ago, but this makes these cases very hard to judge whether it's true or not, because you cannot say what we know that Diddy was had these freak offs. The question becomes, and this is the gray zone, what is real, what is not? Because based on the some of the stories, you can clearly see that they are taking parts of other stories that have been floating out there and putting it in their story, like having baby oil, having adding certain things to drinks. Um, it's not like, I mean, usually predators have also a modus operandi, which is how they work. There is a particular process, but a lot of times the process also deviates per time. There is a standard operating, this I'm going to talk in business talk. There is a operating base, but sometimes they deviate. To say that someone is working every time the same way, it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Crazy. This is the first case, by the way. The second one is even crazier, RJ. Let's skip to that one. Fair use. Shout out to Lawyers for Workers.
I'm traumatized from reading the allegation. I'm not shitting you guys. I'm legitimately traumatized from reading the allegations in the latest lawsuit filed Monday, October 28th, 2024, against my childhood icon, Puff Daddy, the hip hop billionaire. This claim alleges that a 10-year-old kid, his parents go and they hire some consultant. This was filed today. The parents hire a consultant to go make their kid a star, and they decide they're going to go to New York City and meet with celebrities and other people in the talent and music business.
I want to say something before we continue. Please, people, stop trying to make your kids stars. Stop. Stop it. Because this is getting out of hand. You're putting the kid in compromising situations. This is not the first time we've heard about these stories. By the way, I'm not saying that this story is true, but we've heard about this Nickelodeon stories. People getting touched in this, some of these studios. It's crazy. Stop trying to make your kids stars because they are entering an adult world where you have these weird people walking around and they try to take advantage of anyone who has a disadvantage at this moment, whether it's a guy, woman, or sometimes when you have these sickos out here, kids. Let's continue.
And the consultant sets up this meeting. They meet at one point with Diddy. And the consultant takes a 10-year-old kid and drops him off in a room alone with Diddy. It is alleged by the Busby law firm, a very reputable law firm, upon information and belief that this 10-year-old was drugged and then raped. Sexual assault. And then I'm traumatized. I can't even do the video. And then this happened, let me go back here. This happened way back in 2005. And that the parents never did anything about it because they were scared of what might happen, even though it was clear when the kid came back. Allegations.
On Monday's show, I said that if your wife gets violated, you might have to crash out in court. Do you think if your kid gets violated, you won't crash out on the man who did it? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Some people, I don't know. This is a crazy story, man. RJ.
We said it from the beginning when everything started that we can expect a bunch of other lawsuits, some more believable than the other. Some that can cause so much damage, whether it's true or not. Damage to the reputation and so on and so forth. But it's clear that everyone is, at least that no one is Diddy anymore. Because they think it's safe, at least they believe it's safe, apparently, to just come out and express themselves. The freedom of speech, if you will.
Yeah.
And everyone who is defending him runs the risk of going down. Well, let me not phrase it like that. Being taken down with him, at least on a reputational level. Saying you miss Diddy parties, for example, is not a good thing to say. And you should have a bit more awareness of the times that we're living in.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I remember, I never forget this story, right? It's like the story of Gary Plosh, I think his name. I don't know how you pronounce it. Probably have seen this video before, RJ, of the dad who was, I think his son was touched by a karate instructor or something like that. And they caught him. It's like this, isn't it? Like in the 70s or something, or the 80s. They caught him and they were transporting him from the place that they caught him to the state that he was going to get the trial. And the dad was standing there incognito with you know which one we're talking about. He was standing there with the telephone, the old school telephone.
On a payphone.
Yeah, the payphone. Yeah. The old school payphone When he saw them walking by, the man pulled out the Blake and put one in the temple, man. And the cops knew right away it was the dad. He said, Gary, why? Why? That's what I mean. When people really get touched, the dads usually crash out.
Yeah.
And it's a sad thing that happened with the dad and the kid, of course. But yeah, I have a sometimes very, and again, I'm not gonna say everyone will crash out because not everyone has that. See that in situations like that, when you crash out, when you know you're gonna crash out, is because you feel that you couldn't help your kid. Not everyone has that feeling, and then that's how you try to get retribution for your inability to protect your son and also protect others. But hey, man, that this is a crazy story. Imagine your kid tell you this, and then you don't confront Diddy ever again. He comes home, tells you the story, and then your parents do nothing, and 30 years later, you're suing Diddy. What kind of crazy stuff is this?
Well, this might sound weird, but I know parents who, in situations like that, do not crash out. They're either afraid to, because remember, KR, a a predator knows who to prey on.
That is true. We talked about it. That's how we started. They know how to prey on, yeah.
Maybe they see you as a weak person as well, or a desperate person.
Hmm. That is true. That is true.
So yeah, that's the way I see it.
Bet between the both eyebrows, man. That's how you end the story.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this situation. It's getting dark, man. These stories are getting darker and darker, and you can't even laugh of it about it because if this is true, that means that they is a horrible person who also not only organizes these freak offs with people that are of age, but he also tries to prey on minors. Crazy if this is true. Let us know in the comments what you think. Um, do you agree on the fact that these stories are getting crazy? Do you think that Diddy actually did these things, or are people trying to have a money grab situation? Would you crash out for your kid if they find themselves in these situations, or will you try to do a different route? Not advocating for crashing out because, of course, there are a lot of consequences to that. But yeah, you have to protect your family at all times. That's the first thing you have to do as a man. Um, that's patriarchy for you folks. What? Yeah, it's true. Well, you're laughing, but that's patriarchy. Patriarchy. A lot of people talk bad about patriarchy, but they don't. They forget the most important part. Why there is a patriarchy? Because the pater des familias protects the whole family, the wife and the kids.
Yeah. Peace is not something that we have the right to. Peace is something you have to fight for.
Yeah.
Same goes for freedom. You fight for freedom.
If you can protect your borders, do you do you even have a right to have a border? Let's keep it to that.
You have a right to have a border and to protect your border.
Yeah,
But
if you
you have
can
a right
protect
towards
others,
your people. You have a right and a responsibility towards your
citizens.
your citizen.
Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you
To
think.
that, with an army. Army consists of mostly men. They fight for you. So you
No,
have a right to change genders.
not only that, knowing that they might not come back home to their families.
They put their lives at risk for you. Yeah. Hey man, it's Maslow's pyramid, right?
It's starting to become dark up in here. Let's brighten it up a little bit. Guys, drop the comments down below. I mean, we are gonna start a website
States
once
deep.
we launch where you can find exclusive. What did you say?
I didn't say it the way it's supposed to say. I mixed it a bit, but I said the states deep.
We'll drop exclusive videos where we discuss other topics other than these
Yeah,
general topics where we will get exclusive
yeah,
footage
yeah.
and
We're
stuff.
working on it. We're working on it. So that's why we really appreciate your support because you're helping us build the platform and
Build a community to
build the
start with.
community. Yeah, build the platform that will house the community. Yeah, definitely.
Drop your comments down below. We'll be picking some of the best comments to feature in one of our future videos. Make sure you share your hottest take. Yeah, let us know, man. This is getting out of hand, and money grabs are happening all over the place. And this is not gonna be the first time or the last time. So yeah, RJ.
Yeah, man. Um, Remember, guys, you have the freedom to think for yourself. So we're talking about these stories. You have the freedom to express your stories. Whatever your comments, whatever your comment is, drop it down below. You have a chance of it getting um,
Highlighted.
selected as the best comment of the week, and thus being mentioned in a future show. Um, Also, remember, guys, that Lizzo is losing weight, so everything is possible. We know that this dream of our
Might have to holler at her.
what did you say?
Might have to holler at her now. Have to spend.
Lizzo was losing weight because people were saying a lot of things when people were saying things about Lizzo. Now Lizzo's getting complimented left and right, and guess who's mad? The sheeps. Don't be a sheep.
They always.
Subscribe to the Double Touch Show. Also hit the notification icon to show that you're a wolf. Don't forget to like and share the video. Here on the Double Touch Show, we provide updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the comment conversation going in the comments. KR, we
Yes.
have a very short window for the short thought, but maybe
Yes.
we can squeeze two in.
Let's before we go to the short thought, real quick. They are accusing Diddy of being this.
Yeah, let's move. Let's move. Where did you? How? I don't. What? Where? How did you? What? Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Let's go to the short thoughts. Let's go to the short thoughts. Actor only gets paid 10K. We discuss always the commonplace situations and gives short responses on this. Fair use. You know this actor, RJ. He played a legendary role in this movie, and this is what he has to say. Fair use.
When you went on set for Hustle and Flow, were you nervous?
No, because it was Tennessee, and I'm from Tennessee.
Who was the lead?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. How was he to work with?
Terrence,
Intense.
I love him, but he's intense. Like, he told me that Satan put dinosaur bones into the earth's crust to make us doubt God's existence, and then I laughed about it, and he got mad. I thought he was joking. That was a little too on the nose for me that day.
And he was mad at you.
Yeah, but I loved making the movie because it was a pure filmmaking experience. We didn't have any money. The houses that we used in Memphis, we purchased for like $15,000. We got to record those songs like in the studio that we made on camera.
Were you
And
blown away when you saw it put together?
It's one of the only things I've ever been able to watch with a crowd. I was sitting in the screening at Sundance, and we wound up winning. And I was there, and I felt this enormous sense of pride. And also, I'd done that movie for 10 grand and turned down almost $2 million.
Did you make money residually?
No, and that's the other thing. So that's
Oh,
a sore spot. So John Singleton, may he rest in peace, did not pay us our back end, and it set a price for the highest. And Terrence has been very vocal about this. So the only time
Why don't you sue?
Because then you're an actor who's sued.
So what?
I know, but I don't want that experience. I don't. It was, I think it was like 300 grand, honestly, but I don't want that experience. And it was a pure filmmaking experience for me, and I'm glad that I did it. And I just don't want the heartache of having to go through all that and have that be tainted. There are very few points in my career where I can look at and the whole thing was just magic from start to finish.
Magic.
And it was magic.
Loved that movie.
Like I went $30,000
yeah.
in debt for that. I mean, like in publicity debt, and going to Sundance. People don't realize that shit's not free. You have to pay for all of that. The movie's not sold. There's no studio, so you have to pay 10 grand to rent a house because your hair and makeup people have to come. You're doing live feeds to CNN at 2 o'clock.
Well, that's crazy, RJ. That movie, that, like you said, Terrence has been vocal about it. He only got 30 grand for that role. He got 10 grand. I wonder how much Taraji got for her role. Maybe 5 or maybe 10 as well. They were all robbed, actually, if you think about it.
Well, they said that there wasn't money. I don't know to what extent that's true or not.
Back end, you usually get residuals, right?
Yeah, but are we talking about contract infringement? Are we talking about bad contracts?
Probably bad contracts. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They didn't ever. No one got actually the residuals from that movie. The only one that got paid actually is the studio.
Yeah. The
To the
studio
point,
never loses.
well, from what I heard, the story goes is that they put out the song as the song Hustle and Flow. They didn't put it out. They put it out as the character, not as Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
So he never got paid for that song, for his performance of that song.
No, man. Oh, damn.
That song, both songs, they recorded 2 songs. Dun 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 dun. Dun.
Oh, yeah.
Never got paid for the both of them. So, okay. Anything else you want to say about this?
All right, man. Check your contracts. Well, 2 things. 1, check your contracts. I'm an attorney. Afterwards, everyone cries, but you need to make the decisions beforehand. So you need to make sure that your contracts are in order prior to doing anything. If there's any dispute, you need to solve it prior to engaging in any activity. That's the first thing. Second thing, KR, I'll be straight. I'll be honest with you. I've consciously partook in. I consciously partook in projects with a bad deal for the publicity and the exposure. So sometimes that's also you regard it as an investment, right?
Yeah.
So I did things without getting paid projects, I partook in projects without getting paid. It wasn't like full-time projects or anything, but I did it because I knew that if I did it as an attorney, then I wouldn't have had the opportunity because they didn't have a budget.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I did it without charging anything, but it was like a couple of those things. You do it. I do it. My philosophy. I do it once if it's really necessary, and if I think that it will help me with my career and where I want to go. That last part is very important because everyone tries to convince you by convincing you that This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and you'd be lucky if you're lucky that we've selected you to work without pay. So it's like
That's a good point right there, by the way. Very good
it,
point.
it shouldn't- it's as long as you're conscious about what you're doing, but you should. But in order to do that, you need to have a goal. You need to know where you're going as a person. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one real quick. Michael Irvin's son discusses the street activities. Before we go to the son, let's take a look at Michael Irvin talking about his son and his rap career. Fair use.
I got a son. He raps. His rap name is Tut Tarantino. If you ever listen to some of his raps, I'm like, oh my God, where does this come from, son? You grew up in a gated community your whole life. I got a son. He raps.
That is one. He's talked about his son multiple times.
I only know that one. Know that one.
Here's another one. Fair use.
Distance yourself a little bit. You can't be with people all the time and running around. I got a son. He raps. His rap name is Tut Tarantino. If you ever listen to some of his raps,
why are you exposing this nigga, bro?
Where does this come from, son? You grew up in a gated community your whole life, but he's rapping my life because we romanticize and stay out of distance.
Well, the son came out to talk about his street life. You ask yourself, did that already destroyed his credibility? But let's take a look what his son has to say. Shout out to Michael Irvin and his son, Tut Tarantino. Tut Tarantino. Fair use.
I got the utmost respect for my father, bro. Like, so it's like a lot of shit that I might have wanted to do, bro, I might have held back because, like, I don't know if it's gonna fuck up a NFL Network deal. I don't know if it's gonna fuck up a, you know what I'm saying? This nigga still working, he not retired. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be like promoting. I'm still gonna be doing what I'm doing, but I never promoted that my dad was Michael Irvin because I genuinely did not want my father to get in trouble for the shit that I was doing. It's been niggas around me that have known me for years before they figure out who I am. That shit ain't never just like made me, bro. I be forgetting sometimes. Niggas not walking around telling motherfuckers who their daddy is. Like, people don't do that. Like,
Did he say G Unit?
No, where did you hear the G Unit?
He said somewhere in the middle.
promoting. I'm still gonna be doing what I'm doing, but network deal. I don't know if it's gonna fuck up, but you know what I'm saying? This nigga still working, he not retired. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be like promoting. I'm still gonna be doing what I'm doing, but I never promoted that my dad was Michael Irvin because I genuinely did not want.
Genuinely.
January, yeah. It's like G Unit.
What are we talking about? No, but imagine, RJ, you work hard, you put your sons to private school, you live in a gated community, and this is what is on. He was trying to protect his dad, but by holding back in the streets. I've never heard of that explanation for not crashing out, but
Hey, we talked about it in the drama case as well, right? You grew up in a good situation, but everything that's culture related is bad.
yeah.
Bad is good.
No, we talked about it. Yeah, you're right. We talked about it.
Everything is the negative is good, right? We rap. I mean, rap songs. It started with protesting. Now we're talking about shooting black men, talking about shooting other black men.
Yeah,
and we're okay with that. We're okay with that. So if that's what you hear, and the culture is being geared toward it, and you see like a disconnect because at the one hand you want someone, now we're more more and more we hear talks about entrepreneurship in the black community, but if you wear too many buttons, you're still corny. So they want the businessman with a dealer look.
yeah. That's wild.
You'll just get the dealer. That's just what you.
Oh man. Yeah, it's crazy.
So
You're right.
in that sense, I do want to shout out. I know there are a lot of controversy around him, but Earn Your Leisure has found a way to attract people because it's still being regarded as cool. Why is it regarded as cool? Probably because during at their Invest Fest, you have Glorilla and other artists performing as well. So
Maybe
I
Kamala will
understand,
show
I
up next
understand that movement, right? They're trying to, but that's the KR. That's the only way that you can be accepted. Can you imagine that in our community? And
Who's we?
who's we?
Who's we? I don't know.
That's the only way, but that's the only way that the pill, the smart pill, the intelligence pill can get swallowed.
And even then, there's a level of ignorance to it.
So yeah, so instead of just saying, you know what, this is bad, I'm not gonna watch it again. If you look at, for example, platforms like the Breakfast Club, you do politics during election season. In between, you have ratchetness. I mean, do the one or the other. But if you go talk about politics, how can I take you seriously?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
RJ, from now on, when you say we, the only thing I play is this.
Who's we? There is no we.
Guys,
Hey, man.
we're showing up for the show, staying this long. RJ, take it away.
Yes, if you're still here with us, thank you for supporting. Whatever your thoughts are, let us know in the comment section below. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Check us out on our other social. Like the video, share the video, and also remember to subscribe and hit the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. Drop a comment. Let us know your thoughts and opinions. What do you think about the topics we discussed today? And with that being said, we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time.
Peace.